to have another coup in Southern Africa.
Okay. All right.
That is the prophecy. We are going to have another coup in Southern Africa.
Okay.
The coup that was executed in Zimbabwe in 2017 was the first coup in Southern Africa since the independence era.
Hey.
We are going to have another coup in Southern Africa, and that means I am not talking about a coup in Zimbabwe. You understand? I have to be clear. This is not a coup d'etat to be done in Zimbabwe.
No.
And this is the issue now. The issue is democracy has failed in Africa. The dimension of the democracy we have in Africa, some political students are actually writing theses and papers and academic papers right now to try and ventilate what went wrong with the Western handed down democracy of Africa. What they have discovered and what every academic in political science has discovered is that democracy was strong until African political extremists discovered that it is a very abusable tool to become a dictator disguised as a democrat. Democracy has become a very useful tool for the dictators. And if you are not very analytical and observant, I will give you an illustration. I have to pass through this. I don't have to talk about this for a long time. I'll give you an example of how manipulable democracy is. Democracy is the rule by the people. Leadership must be chosen by the people. It is called representative and participatory democracy. But the issue is, democracy did not have safeguards. For example, if it is about who gets the most votes, what happens if somebody uses certain tools to force people to give him the most votes?
Okay.
This democracy did not foresee that problem. It ended by saying, if you get the most votes, you are democratically elected. It did not provide for the methods by which people obtain popular vote. So African dictators are simply frog marching their citizens to the polling stations. Vote for me or you disappear this week. After people vote, they publish the election results. I have won! The winner! And people can't do anything about it.
Yes.
The argument is, didn't you say, I need to receive popular vote to govern my people? Yes, we said that, but no, there's no but. Did I not win by a landslide? Yes, you won, but no, there's no but. I have won. Go and sit down, my friend. I'll be your president for the next 5 years. This is one of the weaknesses of democracy. It did not have safeguards on the methodology by which popular votes are obtained in an election. The second problem with democracy is the psyche of the voter. The quality of the voter. What if the voter is an idiot?
Right.
Democracy did not provide for that.
Yes.
What happens, Pastor Shuma, if the voter is an idiot who doesn't know the right person to govern him?
Yes. Yeah.
The principle of the free willed kind of democracy is flawed because it is dished out with the presumption that all people are competent to choose the right leader for themselves, which for 50 years now, Africa is a good a good sample field to prove that the theory is wrong. We have so many people who have no capacity to vote. And this is also looked down upon as an abrogation of the doctrine of equality. All men are equal. But it's not true now.
Yeah.
When an important issue comes to play, like voting for the person who is going to implement or formulate policies that are going to shape the destiny of our children, we need the right person. We need the competent person to govern us. We need a person with the right, not only intellectual capacity, but emotional characteristics. Is he human enough to govern the people?
Yes.
Is he empathetic to the problems of the people? Does he have a heart? We need to think about that.
Yes.
The question is, the people who are choosing their president do not know what are the parameters along which a president is chosen. A minister is chosen. An MP is chosen. They choose ministers based on how good and handsome they look. We are voting for people because of the orations they make on public rally platforms. But there's evidence in this person's personal life that he cares about nobody. But you must understand that during the colonial era, there were laws that said if you don't own this and that, you don't vote there and there.
Okay.
Yes, there were laws that said if you are not a landlord, if you don't have a property in this constituency, you shouldn't vote in other jurisdictions. There were such laws. How can you vote choosing an MP when you don't have vested interests in the development of this constituency?
Yes.
Some argue to this day that the criteria of those governments had wisdom in them. Unovota unei. Ukavotera munhu asiri ucharasikirwa nei. If you have got nothing to lose, what are the odds that you care the quality of the leader you are electing into office? What do you have? So democracy has failed. I speak both as a human being and also as a man of God.
Amen.
Democracy has failed Africa. And we are going to see another coup. Because the Zimbabwean coup was a failed coup. What their objectives were as they pronounced them that fateful night. We are targeting criminals. We want to restore a legacy. The military was too fast. It did not consult with the people. The academics were too exasperated with the economic situation of the Mugabe dispensation. Their minds froze. They started dancing and ululating to the military mantra. But they were not putting and applying their minds to ask critical questions.
Yes.
Questions like, which legacy are you trying to restore?
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Which legacy did Mugabe bring that was worth restoring? What legacy did Mugabe leave for the military to want to restore?
Hey.
Until today, such a question was never asked. You understand?
Yes.
The so-called academics went to sleep.
Yes.
The so-called opposition politicians, they were mesmerized. And where we are now, Zimbabwe is far worse than it was in the Mugabe era. Therefore, there was nothing restored, nothing restituted, nothing amended, nothing built after the coup in Zimbabwe. But that doesn't mean that Mugabe needed to stay longer. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm simply talking about the barrenness of the Zimbabwean 2017 coup.
Yes.
It is as barren as the Mnangagwa's Second Republic. We are going to have another coup in Southern Africa. And I would like to tell you that these are signs that God is now going to use a spiritual mechanism to bring black consciousness, true Pan-Africanism, true patriotism in the hearts of the African sons and daughters,
Amen.
which was not imparted by them, by their forebearers. The African population is so docile that instead of formulating homegrown solutions to our own problems, we are also looking west, expecting our former colonizers to come and rescue us. What a pathetic expectation. Anyone who hopes that Europe and America will rescue their country is a decorated idiot. And we have no shortage of such people. No. And the unfortunate thing is they also are voting in our elections, such people who hope that America will bring solutions to our problems.
That will never happen.
America, which was helping the apartheid government in South Africa to stay in power and refusing to help the nationalist leaders there to remove the apartheid government because it was the last Southern African country to gain independence. Who was supporting the Boer regime in South Africa? It's United States of America. But someone today thinks that the United States of America cares about Africa. What are you talking about? Now let me stop talking about this. I just wanted you to know that since democracy has failed, Africa needs to come up with a different form of leadership ideology.
Okay.
That is more superior to the handed down democratic ideology borrowed from the West. We are going to have another Ibrahim Traore situation. It may not measure up to what Ibrahim Traore is doing, but it's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
Freedom from our own black brothers and sisters. This is what Africa needs. African states need liberation.
Yes.
Not from the white colonial government, but from a black bourgeois government. That's what Africa needs.
Yes.
And so we have to brace for that. It's unfortunate that when people take power from those who are drunken with it, they will have to use force. And when force is used, lives will be lost and blood will be spilled. But that's what happens with any revolution. Every revolution has its own martyrs. What is better, Pastor Shuma?
Yes.
For 20 people belonging to the opposition to die while trying to redeem themselves from the oppressive government than for them to be gunned down while seated at a political rally. Which one is a better option? Chirinani chi kufa mchimhanya makabata matemo muchiti takwenda kunozvinunura pane kufa makagara parali sehuku dziri muchirugu. This is why we are going to have another coup in Africa. Those who really want to build Africa, the first thing you want to do if you become a president in Africa, you have to review the whole political ideology of democracy.
Yes.
The philosophy of democracy has brought so many wounds to the African people. It doesn't have anything good that it has done. A very, very subservient ideology. A very, very manipulable philosophy. Yes.
Yes.
Anyone can manipulate democracy. People are forced into lorries. People are forced to attend rallies. When the rally starts, the one with the microphone is the dictator. The people who have been marched into the buses, they are not allowed to speak. The national newspaper and the national television station, they are working also for the dictator. At 8 o'clock news, the presenter of the news says, the stadium was filled to the brim. It is clear the president is as popular now as he was 45 years ago. People can't let him rest. He wanted to retire. It's the people who demanded him to retain the presidency. They say, where will we get another better president like you? The president is old. The people don't want him to rest. The people who are being quoted, they are not being given the microphone to speak.
Yes.
The international world, they see a stadium full of people. They don't know that 99% of the people in that stadium, they attended the rally out of fear, not out of love. Some of them have vending markets that they are being manipulated using. We will take it back from you if you don't attend the rally. Some were given jobs. You must attend every rally. The people are filling stadiums, but they are not doing it willingly.
Oh, yes.
Nobody can prove it that the people who attended the rally were frog-marched to the rally. They were arm-twisted to the rally. They were coaxed to the rally. At breakfast news, the president will say, I welcome the invitation by my people to lead them once again. I am a humble servant of the people. Last night, his soldiers were beating up people in the locations. Democracy is a mirage. It is a ruse. It is a ghost which needs to be exorcised in the African continent. And this is why we are going to have another coup in Southern Africa.